your name, occupation, and address, and kindly say those things slowly so that the court can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Luti Sheku Fagbenle. My address is Flat 7, Chartwell Court.
So wait, the Chartwell, can you just spell it?
Chartwell, Chartwell. So Flat 7, Chartwell Court. And that is at 151 Brook Road. Brook is BR.
I think London and the postcode will suffice.
London, N for November, W2, 7D for Delta, W.
And that's in the UK.
Correct.
You say yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
All right. So
hold on. I have Flat 7, Chartwell Court, 151 something.
So my lord,
151.
so that it's not too long, it will be Flat 7, Chartwell Court, London, NW2, 7DW, United Kingdom, my lord.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord.
What's his occupation?
Your occupation, Mr. Fagbile.
Managing Director.
That's your position. What's your occupation?
Oh, producer.
It says producer, my lord.
What do you mean by producer?
I'm a
Is
television.
that a film producer, video producer, radio producer?
Television and film producer.
Is a television and film producer, my lord.
Okay.
Mr. Fagbile, do you recall deposing to a witness statement on oath in this case?
Yes, my lord.
If I show you the witness statement on oath, would you be able to identify particularly your signature?
Yes, I would.
Is it the witness statement on oath?
Yes, that is. Yes.
Is this your signature?
That is.
Yes.
So, Mr. Fagbile, what would you like to do with the witness statement on oath?
I would like to adopt it as my evidence in this case.
Can you speak up a bit?
I would like to adopt it as my evidence in this case.
Thank you.
Dated when?
It's dated the 15th of December, 2022.
Okay.
Would like to tender some.
Was it front loaded?
Yeah, it was concluded, my lord. It's part of the original bond, my lord. What's the bond? You know, the list of witnesses. My Lord, Mr. Fagbinde,
Yes.
you said that you would like to adopt it as your evidence in this court.
Yes.
In the said witness statement or note, particularly paragraph 14, are you there?
I am here.
Yes, you mentioned that your brother passed away on the 18th of May 2018.
Yes.
Is there any evidence to show that?
There is a letter of administration.
Thank you. My Lord, we would like to tender the letter of administration. We tried to tender yesterday. My learned friend had raised an issue over the same. And because I couldn't view it very well, I thought it was proper for me to withdraw it and tender it today. When we had a second look at it, there's actually a seal there, even though it's a bit faint, and this is the original. We'd like to tender him.
Mr. David.
Yes, madam. We have no objection. Learned counsel has tried to point out the issue to me this morning, and we are not objecting to the document.
Okay.
Grateful, my Lord. Mr. Fagbende, what would you like this honorable court to do for you?
I would like the court to grant I would like the court to grant all of our reliefs.
Thank you.
These are the only documents.
This is the only document, madam. A photocopy. Yes, please.
Can I have a photocopy of it? I don't want to mark it.
Okay, my lord. We're grateful, my lord.
So the claimant counsel has tendered 2 documents through CW2 before this court. One is witness statement on oath marked as Exhibit C4, and the original copy of the letter of administration marked as Exhibit C5.
We are grateful, my lord. My lord, that will be all for the examination in chief, my lord.
Cross-examination.
Okay. Mr. Fagbemi.
Yes.
Do you know the other directors of the company, of the defendant's company?
I don't know them personally. I do know Jide Bello.
Okay.
The question was, do you know the other directors of the defendant's company?
The other directors of
I don't know them personally, no.
Do you know the owner of the
Next
property
question.
at yes, do you know the owner of the property at Ojologun, 1 Ojologun Street, Victoria Island?
I'm not entirely sure the structure.
Yeah, you can give your suggestion about your knowledge of the ownership.
Okay.
The owner
Yes, of the property at 1
Yeah.
Ojologun, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's owned by the governor or the government or the fountain company, because there's 2 fountain companies, but I understand that, yeah, that's vaguely, if that's any answer. Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase it this way. Are you aware that the defendant's company does not own the property at 1 Ojologun, Victoria Island, Lagos?
No, I believe that the defendant does own the company through some structure or another. That's what my understanding of it was. But you may.
I asked
get the question.
is aware that the defendant company does not own or do
Which
not
is the
own
defendant
the
company?
property at 1
Fountain
Ojologun,
Hydrocarbons?
Victoria Island.
Yeah, I can't hear you again because you're on mute. Sorry, Wale, you're on mute. And I'm struggling to really hear the question clearly.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you much better. Are you able to repeat the question?
Yes. So I was explaining that there's a bit of a lag in the connection. So you may want to talk slowly,
Okay.
and take your time so that the call can also record you. Thank you.
Okay.
Or else you'd have to repeat it from time to time. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Fagbemi, The question I asked was, if you are aware that the defendant company do not own the property at 1 Ologun, Victoria Island, Lagos.
No, I was not aware of that. I was under the understanding that the defendant company may have owned it, or another parent company or another associated company to the defendant owned it.
Okay, I don't know if I can relay his response.
I can hear you. He said that he wasn't aware that the defendant company did not own the property, but he knows that there is some structure where an associated company or holding company owns it. That's what I believe I heard.
That is correct.
Not own the company, the property, yes.
I am aware
that the property is owned by either the company or associated company or an holding company. Mr. Fabele, is that a reflection of what you said?
That is a perfect reflection of what I said, yes.
Thank you, my lord.
Are you aware that, do you know of a company called Fountain Holdings Limited?
Yes.
Yeah, he said
do
yes,
you know that Fountain Holdings Limited is a different entity from the defendant company?
Sorry, just could you repeat the question one more time?
Okay, do you know that Fountain Holdings Limited is a different entity from Fountain Hydrocarbons Limited, the defendant in this matter?
Yes, by virtue of their different names, they are different legal entities. However, I think it is clear to see the connection, and from my understanding, they would have shared ownership, right? As in the owners of one are also the owners of the other. It is that seems quite clear. But yes, I understand they may be two different legal entities.
Okay, to correct the misconception you may have, the Ekiti State government concessioned the property to Fountain Holdings Limited, who now lease it. I said to clear the misconception, the Ekiti State government concessioned the property at 1 Ologun, Victoria Island, Lagos, to the Fountain Holdings Limited, who now rented it out or leased the property to the defendant in this matter. And the defendant are just tenants on that property.
Is that a question or a statement? Sorry.
Yes. Who now leaves it to the defendant in this matter. No, not a question. I said to clarify the question because he was saying initially that there is something about a state governor, a state government, and all that. I just wanted to clarify that position because he was a bit confused about the structure and all that. No, not to the government. This to the witness. Are you a beneficiary of the estate of late Mr. Fagbemi?
Yes.
What proof do you have that you are a beneficiary of that estate?
No, I mean, everything in his estate, as far as I'm concerned, needs to go to Liz and his children.
Okay.
Because it is them that has been left without.
Yes, to the first claimant and his children. That's the first claimant to his wife. Yes, my lord. Okay, because the reason I asked is because paragraph 2 of your witness statement on oath, you have stated that you are a beneficiary of the estate.
Yes.
That was why I was a bit confused about your relationship in the whole thing. Whether you're a beneficiary or an administrator.
Yeah, no, I'm a beneficiary, but as I said, I have no interest, i.e., anything that is due to me will be going directly to Liz, who's been left really destitute by the sad passing of my brother.
Okay, my question was, that you are a beneficiary of the estate.
Yes, I am.
Of the deceased. Yes. Yes. Yes, you said the clarification you made was that everything that comes to the estate should still go to the wife who have to be the first claimant and the children of his late brother.
Then he also mentioned that we were more or less left destitute after the sad demise of his brother.
Mr. Fagbemi, do you know if the deceased ever demanded or requested for salary while he was alive?
Yes, he did.
In what manner?
Well, it was very clear to me. I was close with my brother. I had numerous conversations with him.
Mr. Fagbemi, just slowly, because you have been recorded.
I had numerous conversations with my brother in which he expressed his frustration not being paid by the company he was in business with, and the stress that it was to, manage and finance the renovation and upkeep of the property, and specifically that...
Mr. Fagbile, hold on. That's what's been recorded, Mr. Fagbile, so you can continue.
I didn't hear the last few words. I didn't hear what was said.
You said, my Lord just repeated to you what you said.
Great. It's on mute. Apologies, it was on mute, but I will continue because I think I know where you may have...
No, I'll repeat what my Lord said to you. I was close to my brother. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And he expressed his frustration about not being paid by the company that I worked for.
Yes.
That was what my Lord recorded. So you can go on from there.
Yeah. He was very optimistic about the future prospects of fountain hydrocarbons, and he
Yes.
Go ahead.
Was confident he would be reimbursed for the money he had deployed himself, and secondly, for his salary that was owed. And from my understanding, he thought he would be paid these monies when the company had realized more of its business objectives. And knowing my brother, these were really big business ambitions. He was a respected...
Mr. Fagbile, you have not
businessman.
even answered the question I asked.
Sorry, sir. What was your question?
But it's okay, you've given a series of explanations. The question was whether you were aware if it demanded. But I'm going to be straight further. Do you have any written request from the deceased, that is your brother, do you have to the company regarding the salary?
I don't have that. All I understand is...
That's okay.
No.
Next.
Okay. Do you think it is possible? How long did Mr. Fagbile work for the defendant before he died?
Sorry, I didn't hear it. Cut out. Say it one more time.
Okay, your late brother, how long did he work for the defendant before his demise?
A number of years, but I don't know
Yes.
how long exactly. But a number of years.
He said he doesn't know exactly, but it was for a number of years.
I'm sure if I was to refer to the paperwork, I would see.
No problem.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you think it is possible for someone to work for many years or a couple of years for a company and not be paid and not make a formal request for that payment?
Hold on. Did you get that question?
Yeah, I did. So I will answer it now.
All right, go ahead. Answer it.
Yes, as the managing director or as a very senior person in a startup business in which revenue on the level of these ambitions has not yet been met, it is actually quite common for the
Hold on.
Slowly, Mr. Fagbende.
So in a startup business of this nature, it is
Yes, as
common.
MD, hold on. Listen to what I have. Yes, as MD or as a very senior person in a startup business in which revenue on the ambition is yet to accrue. Go ahead.
It is common to what's the word? Hold on. To defer payment.
It is common to defer payment
until the company is in a position to pay it.
Until the company is in a position to pay.
I got that.
Okay. Thank you, my lord.
And this was further emphasized when I met with Mr. Jide Bello. And when I expressed concerns to him about the money owing and suggested, hey, should we sell these shares in the business right now? So we have something for Liz. And he said, giving me advice, no, wait. This business has...
Hold on. And he gave me advice to wait.
That the business had, as I said, big financial opportunities coming to it. And the time to sell would be down the road, not at the time around his death. And this was in line with conversations I had with my brother.
Okay.
What was Mr. Bello's role in the defendant company? Do you know his role in the defendant company?
I think he was the lawyer.
So the advice, in quotes, that he gave had no bearing on the company's position in the matter.
Is that a statement or a question? Sorry.
No, it's a question. The advice he gave you, do you think it has or it shows the company's position in the matter?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I think he's
Well,
how I interpreted it was he was a a representative of the company, and B, a human being giving frank, honest advice to a man who had just lost his brother and was seeking for his brother's wife to be compensated for the years of labor and sacrifice that my brother made. And it felt like a genuine suggestion that he made at the time with a position of fairness and reasonableness.
Exactly, Mr.
Hold on.
That's what I thought it was.
I believe so. He was a representative of the company, and he was giving a candid advice to a man who had just lost his brother and seeking to be fair to his family. That is what I thought the advice was. That's what I have recorded.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Fagbinle, will I be correct that advice from Mr. Bello came from the position of humanity and fairness and has nothing to do with getting a directive from the company, but just a personal opinion of Mr. Bello?
No, as I said, I think first and foremost, he was a representative of the company. And the meeting I set was with him was not for some brotherly advice. The meeting I set with him.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So what you're saying is that he was a representative of the company, and the meeting I had with him was not for brotherly advice. The meeting was for what?
To resolve the matters of my brother's estate and his interests in the company. Seeking a fair and reasonable parting of ways. It was clear neither I nor Liz were going to take over his position. So, yeah, we needed to, part ways with the benefit of my brother's labor.
So the meeting was to resolve matters of my brother's estate and to resolve his estate in the company, seeking an amicable parting of ways. That's what I have recorded.
How did you get in contact with Mr. Bello?
It's a good question. Hold on.
Sometimes.
So actually, I've just gone to my WhatsApp to confirm it. So Bolatito was the one who messaged me to say, Jide Bello wants your number. Is that all right?
Hold on.
And
hold on. You say from your WhatsApp, one Bola Jide. Bolatito.
Yeah.
She messaged me that Jide Bello wanted my number and she thinks that I asked for his number in the past. Here it is again.
Hold on. One Bola Tito asked if she could give my number to Jide Bello.
Yeah. And
okay.
That's all.
Hold on.
That's my order.
Hold on. And actually,
Who is this?
I was just saying.
So one Bola Tito asked if he could give my number to Jide Bello.
Yeah. And in the message here, it says that I had asked her for his number previously. So, you know, this was a number of years ago now, but it's clear that I wanted to track down Jide Bello because I understood him to be the representative of the company that I needed to speak with. And she connected us on my birthday in 2018. I then met with him on the 27th of July, 2018.
Hold on. So she connected us on my birthday. What day?
And I met with him on the 27th of July, 2018.
Okay.
Who is Bola Tito?
She's my cousin. And
she's a cousin of the deceased.
Yes.
What was it? I didn't get this last question. Who is Bola Tito?
She's his cousin.
Then you asked a follow-up
And
question.
I also said, I'm also a cousin of the deceased.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know Chapter 1 Limited?
Pardon?
Do you know a company called Chapter 1?
Yes.
What's Bola's position in Chapter 1?
Pardon?
What is Bola's position in Chapter 1?
I guess an assistant, maybe.
So who?
She works for my brother.
Okay.
Yes.
So your brother floated another company, Chapter 1.
Yes.
Next.
Are you aware that Chapter 1 occupied some portion or some spaces in the property at North Ojuologun, Victoria Island, Lagos?
Yep.
Next.
And Chapter 1 was carrying out hospitality business in the property.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry. It was kind of.
Chapter 1 was carrying out hospitality or hotel business in the property.
Yes.
Next.
Are you aware that your late brother put Chapter 1 in occupation of that property?
Yes, Chapter 1 had occupation of some of the property, yes.
No, I said, are you aware that your late brother put Chapter 1 in that property?
Yes.
Good.
Next.
Do you know that Chapter 1 never paid any rent or any money to the defendant for use and operation of that property?
It's not surprising, but yes. I don't know this to be the case. It might not be the case, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was the case.
Okay.
Next.
In paragraph 24 of your statement on oath, you have stated that, permit me to read it for you.
Sure.
Paragraph 24, that the deceased was the sole breadwinner of his family while he was alive, as he solely provided for the need of the family. For someone that did not receive any salary, how was your brother able to continue to be the breadwinner of his family? Could it be that?
Hold on. Could it be
that he was maintaining this from the proceeds
from the
from the
proceeds?
proceeds of the diverted funds of the defendant diverted funds to Chapter 1 Limited?
Have you finished the question?
Yes.
Okay. No. My brother had various sources of income. He was a successful businessman.
Take it slowly, Mr. Fagbele.
He was an entrepreneur. He had numerous business interests. Old, new, and so he was always able to find a way to provide. From my understanding, Chapter 1 and his involvement with the building was more of a liability than income. Or if anything, just breaking even, rather than being this great abundance of income. It was not. In fact, because he wasn't paid, it wasn't uncommon for him to need to borrow money or, to be able to meet his obligations.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Was the deceased, that's your late brother, was he incapacitated in any way before his death?
Well, not really. Very highly functioning, but he clearly had some medical issue that he kept very private.
And to your knowledge,
Hold on.
To your knowledge,
what?
this medical history never incapacitated him in any form before his death.
Not as far as I'm aware.
Never did what?
No, not as far as I'm aware.
Your late brother died when?
I don't have the date in front of me.
No,
But it was the day after
it
was the day after his birthday.
Do you remember the year?
I think it was 2018.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
2018.
Next.
What did your late brother die of? What was the cause of death?
I don't know the exact medical term. I know the conditions. It's quite a traumatic memory to retell, but I will if I need to.
Just give it.
My Lord, I don't see the essence of this.
I think so too. The cause of death, how is it related to this?
No, my Lord, I was trying to, because I had asked earlier if he was incapacitated, and he kept saying that he was not. So, because he has agreed that he had some medical issue while he was alive. If a medical issue is something that is reoccurring, at some point it's likely going to. Sorry, my Lord. Okay, what I was saying was that he had agreed that his late brother had some medical issue while he was alive. And he said he was not incapacitated in any way or form. So I'm just trying to point out that if someone has had a recurring medical issue, there is very high likelihood that there will be some form of incapacitation that he may not have been able to carry out his work or his duty or anything. So it's just on that basis that I wanted to know the cause of death to be able to ascertain if he was maybe. No, I know it's not an expert business. But my Lord, the cause of death is known to every member of the family.
My Lord, the questions are a bit scandalous. I'm sorry. You are allowed to ask any question, but you are not meant to ask questions that will infuriate people. You know, losing someone is bad enough. It's almost 6 or 7 years. The claims from our side and your defense, nothing relates to his medical condition or the cause of his death.
My Lord, the witnesses for the claimant, but the claimant's case had always been that the deceased was hardworking, entrepreneurial, was agile. Here we are hearing that he has a recurring medical issue. So all these things are a bit contradictory. If someone is having a medical issue that probably, if someone has
my Lord, I don't recall the witness saying he has a recurring medical issue. He said he had a medical issue and he was a very private person. He didn't say anything to them. That's what he said. So let's leave this medical matter. Let's face the case here.
Why? Yes. He has medical issues. Yes.
Zipper, please.
My Lord.
My learned friend has been going on for way more than 30 minutes, my Lord.
My Lord,
it's okay.
I'm sorry, my Lord, to take the first time. The reason why I was asking you, because the claimants are trying to compete all these claims from the beginning of the supposed contract up to his death. So I need to ascertain if he was actually effective, or if he was actually how would I put it, productive or functional. And that was what led to this question about was he incapacitated in any way, just for clarity. It's not for my own case.
He said he was an highly functional person. He answered.
And because I'm not so confident,
I can answer.
That response. I wanted to know. Am I not? Am I not? The meeting even also stated that he doesn't know the particular, but he knows the condition. He said he was ready to explain it. I don't know why counsel.
He said it's a bit traumatic for him, but if he has to, that means if the court thinks he needs to, but I don't think he has anything to do with anything.
Sorry, my lord.
As a God please, we're grateful, my lord.
Yes. Are you aware of any communication between the first claimant and Mr. Olajide regarding
Are you aware of any communication between CW1 and who?
Yes, and Mr. Bello.
Jide Bello.
He knows him as Mr. Bello.
Mr. Bello. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you aware of any communication between first claimant and Mr. Bello?
Yes, I'm sure she's on.
If there was any agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant.
Sorry, I don't understand the question the way you framed it. You said you're
Okay,
asking.
my question was, are you aware of any communication between the first claimant and Mr. Bello in which the first claimant was asking for any agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant company? Just say if you are not aware. No, you are not.
I'm not aware.
Okay.
So there was no communication between CW1 and Mr. Bello with regards to agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant company.
Yes, and he said he's not aware.
I'm not aware. There may have been communication. I'm not aware, but I do know that Liz has had communication with Mr. Jide Bello. Whether or not it was specifically to do with the agreement that you're referencing, I don't know. But I know they were definitely communicated, yes.
Hold on. I'm not aware of any communication between CW1.
No, my lord. If you say he's not aware of any communication, he said he's not aware if there was a communication in that regard.
With regards to the agreement.
Yes, with regards to the agreement between Chapter 1 and.
So the first is, are you aware of any communication between CW1 and Bello? He said yes. He's aware of communication.
Yes.
But was there any agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant company? I'm not aware of any agreement between CW1 and Jide Bello.
No, my lord. The
on
question...
any agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant company. There are two things here. One, is he aware CW1 and Bello communicated? He said yes.
I said now that in that communication, CW1, if there was an agreement between Chapter 1 and the defendant, that's when he said he's not aware.
Was there any agreement? Was there any communication on was there any communication based on any agreement
between chapter 1 and the defendant?
Then he said, I'm not aware of any communication between CW1 and GD Bello on any agreement between chapter 1 and the defendant.
Yes.
Okay. Next question then.
That would be all for today.
Okay. So re-examination. Okay. So the witness is hereby discharged from the witness box.
We're very grateful.
Thank you, your Lord.
Yes, my lord. May we ask for defense?
My Lord, may we respectfully apply for 2 or 3 dates because of the nature of the case. Just for
We have one listed, but it's likely that we have another one. But on the record of the court for now, we only have one. Yes. 2 days is not bad.
I agree for my Lord.
But it's going to be physical. It's likely going to be physical because we didn't apply for any virtual. No, I'm just saying. It's convenient. What's fifth? I'll stop please. Yes, my lord. No, we've not applied for any virtual hearing. Well, the one that we have on record is within jurisdiction.
I'm not allowed to have witnesses of it.
if we apply to bring in another witness, yes.